State your name for me.
Timeka Beard,
And how old are you?
41,
And where were you born and raised?
Tampa, Florida.
Okay. So we're here today to speak your truth, tell your story. What makes you feel like you want to talk about it?
I think it will make me, I've been holding a lot inside. It'll make me feel much better. I have a relief. And I thought it was just good for your talk show. Since people talk about me anyways, I think it was good for me to come on your show to tell my truth.
Well, I definitely appreciate having you. Thank you for the opportunity. So we're going to start at the beginning. What was it like for you, like growing up? What area did you grow up in?
West Tampa. What it was like for me growing up, actually, I was spoiled.
You were spoiled?
Yes, I was.
So why do you feel like you were spoiled?
Because I was the only child all the way up to 13 years. Then my mom decided to have 2 more other kids, like back to back, right after me. I was excited, but heck, I was a teenager.
So you have 3 siblings altogether?
No, I have 2 from my mom, my sister and brother.
Okay. So, but it's 3 of y'all.
Yeah, it's 3 of us.
Okay. And what was that like when your sister and brother came? Things changed?
Yeah, it did, because at that time, I got pregnant at an early age, like 14. So by the time my mom had a baby, I turned around and got pregnant at an early age. And yeah, it turned around because then I had to do what I had to do.
So you say you got pregnant at 14?
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
Well, it was an experience. It was scary. My grandma was one of the ones that didn't believe in abortions. Mm-hmm. So you know what? I think I wasn't even scared to let her know. That's how spoiled I was. Most kids, when they get pregnant, they hide it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hide it. I told her, and it's just like she was happy, but I was 14. And I guess because I was the only child, my mama had 1 child at the time. So back then, with me getting pregnant, I didn't know what to do with a baby. I was a baby having a baby.
Right.
But I had a lot of help back in my age at that time.
What grade were you in?
Actually, I ended up getting put out of Webb Middle School.
Well,
I think I was in the 9th.
Why did you get put out?
I think it was, they expelled me. I was always into something. I don't know. Me being the only child, I was the girl who always wanted cousins, sisters, friends. You know, these people ain't no kin to me, but I was just always that girl who, everybody who cleaned to me, they was all of a sudden some kin to me. You gotta get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was always in something, so they got tired of me because I was spoiled at home. So it was just like, hey, I went to school. I was spoiled. So I went to school doing what I want to do.
When you were like fights or drama?
No, it was always drama. I was never into fights. Now, I had people wanting to fight me. Because I was the only child and spoiled, but I was never the one like physically into fight. Mm-hmm. You know what? I only had 3 fights in my life. But I never was into fight. It was my name was always, you know, when the principal hears something, I was in the middle. Tameka Beard. Yeah, so it always stood out as in elementary.
Okay, so you got...
But I was in middle school, my bad.
So when you got put out of school, you were pregnant or?
I was pregnant. I started going to McFarland. They had a pregnant girl center back in my time growing up. They did have a maternity school where all the girls went to McFarland. That's off of MacDill in West Tampa.
So
MacDill in Maine.
School for
pregnant girls. It was all pregnant women.
Really?
Went to that school.
What was that like?
It was good because, you weren't the only one there pregnant. So It kind of gave you like relief. Okay, You're not walking around with a big stomach at school. You was with more girls that was pregnant also, your age or even a little bit older.
So did you meet some people there that you feel like?
Yeah, I met people there, but it was an experience. I don't know. I'm a shy person, so I mean, I think I just went there, but people knew who I was, but it wasn't like, oh, this my friend, this my friend. I hate, speak, and this and that, and I going on about my day.
So how did you end up, well, not how did you end up pregnant, but like the journey that led you to being pregnant? You were dating a guy and...
I know. The journey that let me get pregnant was my grandma. I was raised by my grandma. So my grandma always left me home alone. Always. I mean, she was gone 24/7. She used to like to gamble a lot, and she used to like to go to the dog track and a highlight. And what led me to be grown and fast, like I had no guidance. You know what I'm saying? She loved me, and I knew she loved me, but she would just spoil me. So basically, I was doing what I want to do. So at this time, you know, when you're about 13, 14, you start smelling your little drawers or whatever. I was into boys, dating or whatever, and what led me to get pregnant is, like I said, just home alone a lot and talking to boys. I used to call people over there, like the boys I talked to, not call, yeah, on the house phone, but you know, back then in my time we had beepers. So I used to page the boy. You know, you had certain little codes like come over, come through. You know what I'm saying? So they used to come, and then when she used to pull up, they used to run out the back door. Actually, I got pregnant in West Tampa off of Arch, 1901 Arch.
So they used to run out the back door.
That was the run out the back door. That house so big. If y'all ever ride past there, you'll see. They don't remodel it though. It's real nice. It's real. Like when we stayed there, it was kind of like a little house on the prairie kind of house. It was old, but that thing looked nice now. But that's where I first got pregnant at.
So you say your grandmother, she spoiled you with like material things.
Material things.
But that guidance wasn't there.
But yeah. I mean, she'll talk to me, but it just, I didn't have all that attention. Remind you, my mom was around too, but my mom was wild. She was sprung out on drugs, you know. So it was just like, she was almost like my sister, to be honest, because my grandma was raising me, and so my mama would just come and go. She didn't really care what I did and how I did it. I'm just being honest.
So you said your mom was on drugs. Are you comfortable telling what type of drugs your mom was on?
Yeah, crack cocaine. At first she was smoking, then she started herself serving it, then she started using it. I don't know what caused her to use it. I was very young back then, but I know she did drugs.
How do you think that made you feel coming up? Like, what was the feelings like knowing your mom was doing drugs?
Really? Because, I mean, I used to see her on drugs and what it did to her, but...
So did you ever see her, like, actually high off of them?
Oh, yes. Yeah. She used to come in my grandma's house. Actually, I was scared. She used to run in there, be high, run under the bed, like somebody after her. So I was seeing I was more scared, then I get mad, you know, all over again. It was embarrassing, so I always call my grandma my mama. You know?
It took you, like, you say it was embarrassing for you to see your mom like that?
Yeah, it was embarrassing to see my mom like that, sprung out on drugs and stuff. And then, actually, had got raped. She was really out there.
Your mom?
Yeah, and that kind of took a toll on me.
She got raped by somebody in the streets?
Somebody in the streets.
While she was doing the drugs?
While she was doing the drugs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, over, I don't think I know it's Central Park back then. This one in 3 storage. I was real young, but...
How did you learn about that?
Because she came home one day and her eyes was blood. I would never forget this moment. Her eyes was bloodshot red. Like, she got away, somebody was strangling her. She got a cut under her neck. And my grandma we took her to the hospital. I was a little kid. I'll never forget.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That has to be traumatizing.
It is. It very much is. It was at the time, but then I just ain't never understood why my mama was like how she was. But now that she's gone and deceased, I understand a lot. To be honest,
why do you feel like you understand now?
Because I grew to learn my mom was adopted.
She was adopted. So your grandmother adopted her?
That's correct.
Oh.
And my mom is from Kokomo, Indiana. She was born in Kokomo, Indiana, and we got to Tampa from my grandma who raised my mama. Thank God that she took her in. But on my mama deathbed, she let me know that my grandma wasn't her real biological mama.
So you never knew that until
No,
your
I
mama
never
resigned.
knew that. Yeah.
Interesting.
I used to hear her say they ain't my real mom, but I ain't take heed to it
Mhm.
until she really was on her deathbed.
Why would she say things like
I
that?
don't know. She was mad. She was evil. I can understand. Nobody felt her pain.
Mm-hmm. You felt like
So,
she felt like a neglect.
I felt like she was holding a lot inside too. You know what I'm saying? I think she took a lot in. She was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I didn't understand why she didn't give me the love if that happened to her. But she was going through a lot at this time. So, my mom had.
So you felt like if, you
I
grew up-
felt like if my mom, she grew to know that wasn't her real mom.
Mhm.
So I think she was just hurt inside too and didn't know how to show it.
Mhm.
Because my mom was the only child
Mhm.
in Florida, but she had more sisters back in Kokomo, Indiana.
Mhm.
So, but as she knew growing up that she the only child. So I think that led her to,
feel some type of void.
yeah, she hold a lot inside. So it took me, like 35 years just to forgive her. Because, my mama even never tell me one time she loved me.
Mhm.
And I believe because she didn't even know how to love.
Mhm.
Because she was hurt. And I was young, so I didn't know how to look at her. I forget, I was just wondering why. But then I grew to learn as I got older and wiser. She was going through something herself.
Mhm.
So I don't forgave her. It's too late. She gone. But when she heard me and my mama argue, we fight. But I guess that was her way showing her love. She didn't even know how to say she loved me. She always arguing at me. She was holding stuff inside. She was mad. She was angry. It led her to go around messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And also my mom, she did die of AIDS.
She died of AIDS?
She died of AIDS. So I don't think she really had guidance because, like I said, my grandma spoiled her. So she was like the only child. And she also was able to get away with a lot of stuff because she was spoiled and she was adopted. So when you trying to raise a child or whatever, and I think my grandma let her get away with a lot. So that's what it led to her doing drugs, running around. My grandma loved her, but it's nothing like your own biological mama love. So, and I think my mama was feeling that because I remember her saying, we don't never do nothing. We never do no family stuff. We never something. So I know she was hurting inside. She just ain't know how to let it out and show it. And by doing drugs and sleeping with different type of guys, different type of men, that what happened to her. So she died of AIDS.
So that's, oof.
Yeah, I took it in. So then, I don't know, somehow, some way, I got the rumor down to AIDS. The truth is, my mom died of AIDS.
Mhm.
I got the rumor of AIDS.
So people would say you had AIDS.
Yeah,
Because
that
your
was a
mom died
rumor
of
for a long, like, it's when I had my first child. This girl, she didn't like me too well. I don't know why. All my enemies come from females.
Mhm.
Not liking me. So why she didn't like me, why she was jealous of me, I have no idea. I know I got my way with a lot of stuff, but she just put this nasty rumor out off of me. When I first had my child, I had a C-section.
Mhm.
She said that I got skinny.
Mhm.
Well, I was a little girl. I always been little, but for some reason, I don't know if they felt like, because my mom died of AIDS. I'm not ashamed to say my mom died of AIDS. Then she started saying I died of AIDS. But what's so funny to me, these the same girls who will have sex right behind me. And that's what I didn't understand. Like, they put this nasty rumor out about me. Timeka Beard got AIDS, but what a man at? What a guy? Who is he? Who died? Like, let me know. But it used to bother me back then. I'm talking about bad. Like, that rumor was bad that guys that I did like, they didn't like me because they heard that rumor. But I just thank God that it happened that way because he was protecting me. So I want to thank the girl, whoever put it out, because y'all helped me in the long run because I seen me going down the same path my mama went down, looking for love and having sex with men, and that could have gave me AIDS for real. But by y'all saying I had AIDS, it kept a lot of guys away from me, which was God protecting me. So back then I used to understand. I used to always run to the clinic, go get AIDS tests. I'm talking about every 6 months. This was my motive. If y'all know me and y'all been following me on my journey, as y'all know, I've been uploading AIDS tests for a very long time. Yeah, because I just wanted to clear my name. Like, why y'all doing this? Why y'all putting this rumor out on me? What did I do to even deserve this? I used to even cry when I come home. I ask God, how did I even get this nasty rumor? Do people think I got AIDS because my mama died of AIDS? You know, they used to say, when your mama had AIDS, you had AIDS. I'm going to clear that up. I was already born.
Right.
Before that even happened to her. So I don't even know how the rumor came up I had AIDS, but a girl put it out there a long time ago from West Tampa that I had AIDS, and it just like, you know how you just could say a rumor and you take it and it spreads. It spread it like oh wow. I'm talking about, I don't know how it even spread it. Like it went from, I wouldn't even hang in these places, like from Sulphur Springs, Central Park. Like people was knowing me that I didn't even know. They'd be like, oh, that's the girl Timeka Beard. And then I don't know, they always call me by my government name. And they were like,
it was always
Timeka Beard. Like, I'm like, what? God, well, they don't know about to just call me Timeka. They be like, Timeka Beard. So my hate came young. Like, and when my first child, as soon as me getting off the porch, it came very at a young age. And I never knew why that nasty rumor got out about me, because ain't no guys ever died from AIDS messing with me. Yeah, so I had a point to prove. So I was going to the clinic every month. And even if I date a guy I like, it was so like to where I'll take this dude to the clinic just to prove a point, because I didn't want nobody to run them off with, oh, she got AIDS. So I had a point to prove. So it's like every man I fuck with, I'm taking to the clinic to get tested. Come on, or we can go get tested. We can go this and that. Because I know y'all heard it. Even some guys who don't even say it. I don't have a man spend the night with me. Is no lie. Told me and texted me the next day. He looked in my medicine cabinet. What are you looking for? So that was another embarrassing.
Because he's here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't all the way here, but at the same time, you was probing and you looked in my medicine cabinet to see if I had AIDS up here. Yeah, so listen, that rumor now really what got me very popular in the city. Longer with my spoilness. I was spoiled as a child, and I always dressed. My grandma kept me in the bed, so I don't care what it was, and then it had stopped. So when it stopped,
I want to go back to having a child young. So what was that like?
Having a child young?
Yeah, so we didn't get to touch bases on that. So you had your first child at 14?
Yes, I had my first child at 14. Like I said, I think I wasn't even scared to tell my grandma that I was pregnant. She was like, I don't believe in abortion. You gonna keep this baby.
The process, though, what was that?
The process like? It was scary. I used to pass out a lot. This one I grew to know that I was anemia. You know, all my babies, once you get cut, they always want to cut you. So I never physically pushed out a baby. So all my kids is C-sections. Yes. So it was like, it was scary for me. Carrying a baby or whatever. And
was it hard?
Yeah. It was hard because the guy was much older.
He was older than you?
Yes. And he went off and did prison time.
How much older was he?
I lied. You know, back then we used to be lying about our age. We used to be lying about our age. I had done told him, I think I told him I was like 17, but I was really probably like 14. I was grown. Right. So I lied because, he used to have a car. These were the boys.
So he was up in age.
Yeah, he used to have the little car, the hydraulics. Yeah. So, me being grown, being fast, I wanted a boyfriend. Child, please. I wanted him to take me to the fair. Back then, you was the shit when you went to the fair with a man and he had his own car. I was a little girl.
Right. So you didn't know no better.
I didn't know no better, no. And that's when I broke my virginity. But he wasn't supposed to break my virginity. Amika and Eric dad was actually my first love.
You said Amika and Eric's dad.
I was with him 7 years. Yeah, those my two middle child. I was supposed to be pregnant before him, but his mom was strict. I called myself going over there to see him. She told me one day, like, oh, he can't have no girlfriend. So I backed off. And they said when he seen me, he was like, I was pregnant. He was like, you pregnant? I was a girl. I had moved on. It's just like I couldn't wait. And he was like, that's supposed to be my baby. And girl, but I was in love with that man. Mm-hmm. Oh, and but baby, it was abusive. I ain't gonna lie, I stayed in that relationship 7 years.
So you said it was abusive?
Oh, yeah, I was in an abusive relationship.
So what was that like?
Oh, honey, it's gonna be a time where, Lord Jesus, I couldn't do nothing but call on God. That man beat me. I don't know what he was going through. I never knew. I was young, and back then, when boys hit you, we thought that was cute. We were like, oh, he loved me. Oh, he loved me. So I never leave him.
That's even today, though. So I'm glad you're speaking on that.
Oh, wow,
a lot
man.
Of women feel
listen,
like when men...
I don't even play that today. If nigga, person I mess with, they know I don't play that abuse. I don't play you touching me, you hitting me, you nothing, because I tell you, I done been through actually 2 abusive relationships, but the one I'm gonna talk about is Amika and Eric dad. Like,
so you're in an abusive relationship. How old are you now?
Oh, I done had a back to back. I'm probably like 16, 17, living like an adult.
Living like an adult.
Like I was living like I was grown, but I was a child, but I had to step up because I was having all these
lack
kids.
Of guidance is what led you down that path?
Yes. Lack of guidance did lead me down that path because...
So now you're 16 and you're having this your second child.
Actually 15. I had them back to back. 14, 15. I actually was pregnant 5 times in my life. I had 1 miscarriage, which it was Upton's. It was in my tubes. So the doctor had to take the baby. Yeah. So I was pregnant 5 times. Yeah, I was fertile, girl. I was on the go. It's like once you get it, you get that cherry pop, you keep going, baby. Baby, so I was having babies.
14, 15, and 16. Interesting. So by 16, you're at 3 kids.
By 17.
By 17.
I had 3 kids.
What was that like for you, though? Like,
how did you signed up for housing. Because housing, when you 17 back then, they was letting you move in. So immediately, when I was 17, I was like, oh, I got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a lot of help. But, baby, I wanted to have my man. I wanted to be cuddled up. And I didn't want to be in my grandma's house pregnant, having all these children. So I signed up for housing. And my first apartment, 1324 Spruce Street.
So you had your own apartment at this time. Are you still in school?
Yes. No, I'm not in school.
You left school?
Yeah, I had to leave. Honey, I left all that behind alone. Why do you feel like you had to? Because I ain't have no help. Yeah. It was just like I was single parent. These men get you pregnant, but they not physically gonna do for you like you gonna do for your.
You don't have to.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I had to step up. Me being in school, I just didn't see that getting me. So only thing I know is the street and how to survive. And that's how I did. So for one thing led to another.
So you're pregnant now. You're on your own. Are you working?
No, I'm independent.
You independent?
When? Back then?
Back then,
girl, I tried to work at, I think Checkers was my first job. That was my first job. And I didn't stay that long, but I was just doing something. I was just trying to do something to make some end meets because it was hard. You know, they was giving you little nothing for welfare back then. But I ended up at Checkers, and I brought my whole life, and that was Checkers and Wendy's.
Checkers and Wendy's.
I know. I was at McDonald's. It's just I don't try to fast food when I was younger, but my attitude, my mouth. They couldn't, like, I ain't finna let nobody talk to me any type of way. I'm gonna say something back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the managers just let me go. And one job, I just ain't never go back because I was so busy chasing my baby daddy. I worked at that Checkers right down in Nebraska and Florida. And that nigga used to hustle down right there by the Central Park, what you call it, the 8 Ball. Baby, who? One of my homegirls will call me and say, Bo in here, I will walk off that job in a minute. I know they was ready to let me go, so I leave that job and go chase after him. Oh, back then.
So you now you're not working at this point then?
No, I'm not working. I'm self-employed.
So you're self-employed. So
yes, I am.
What kind of self-employed job are you?
Well, I got a boutique. I'm trying to.
Well, no, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about back then.
Oh, back then?
Yeah. So you say you didn't go back to the job.
Oh,
so
no, I didn't go back to the job. And so at this time, well, y'all already know, I turned my thug up. I had done went to the mall. I had done went to boosting because I didn't have enough money to take care of 3 kids. What am I going to do? $241. So I started selling stamps. This girl turned me on to this store that was buying stamps. So I had done went to the store, got caught up with that in a food stamp fraud scam, and I didn't even know somebody turned me up. Yeah, they had a scheme by going to buy Pampers and shit with food stamps.
Wow.
So yeah, back then I didn't even know, but I did it because
we're gonna go back to that hooking. So you say now you turning your thug up though. So
yeah, I'm turning my thug up now. I'm stealing.
What else?
I'm stealing. I'm going to the mall. I'm going lifting shit. I'm boosting shit. Now I'm going with people that still, but you know, I'm looking and seeing, so I'm just tagging along. But now I feel like I want to be on my own. Yeah. So I used to go to the mall because I know once you go with a lot of people, you ain't going to get everything you want. Right. And I ain't going to lie, I was the scary one out the bunch. I ain't going to lie. I used to be telling people, get that, get that, get it. They be like, girl, you finna get that yourself. You finna be stuck in here. So shit, I had to put that scaredness to the side and do what I had to do, roll up and shit. I used to have that nigga motherfucking walking out with me, my baby daddy.
You used to have walking out the back?
Oh, these your motherfucking children too. So he used to be like, man, I ain't with that shit, but I ain't care, girl. I used to fill up them bags and Old Navy, fill them up, put them to the top and walk out the mall. Then we started doing it. Then we had learned about a leak, you know, at Macy's, and everybody started going there. It was just on and on. Then it just started, like, I ain't never do run-outs, y'all. I'm not that type of booster. I was scared to do run-outs. I done been with people who do run-outs, and I be like, girl, bro, pick me up something. I'ma drive. So then I had got real scared there. So I had start becoming a driver, y'all. I be like, I had the call. So I be like, call me. Shit, bitch, what y'all gonna get me? But that's how I used to eat. So I knew that I was always a hustler because no matter what, if I wasn't going in the store getting it, I had to call. So I knew if you want to go to the mall, you got to call me. Right. So if I'm coming to take you, you're going to get me something. Yeah, right, so I knew I always been a hustler. Right.
So you just started hustling smarter.
Yeah, I just started hustling smarter because, bitch, I was scared running out these stores. And my first time even stealing, I never knew why my grandma didn't like my best friend. Right now today, everybody know who my best friend is. I ain't got to put a name to it. But anyway, that's who got me into the mall. Tampa Bay Mall was up. And we was in raves, girl. I'm in there I was young as hell, trying to follow her ass. She older than me.
She's older than you?
Yeah, she was older than me.
How much older is she?
I'm going to say like 10.
She like 10 years older?
I don't know. Cause
you know, friends?
We best friends because...
Y'all still friends now?
No, that's another subject.
Okay.
I mean, she don't forever be my friend, but we like, when you grow up, everything ain't meant to be. I ain't gonna say that we not friends, but we're not best friends. How I see it.
People grow apart.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You outgrow a lot of people and a lot of stuff. So that's what's going on. So yeah, but that was my first charge. I was scared too to go to jail. And they was running my name because I know I ain't did nothing. But what's so crazy, when the cracker ran my name, he said I had a warrant. I've never been in trouble. How do I get a warrant? I don't even know. He said I had a warrant for something. They took me to jail anyways. I never been in trouble. Here's my date of God. Honest to God, I was so scared because she was bonding out. And I'm like, you leaving me in here? You leaving me? I never been in jail. But she couldn't do nothing. Right. See, she been stealing. She knew what she had to do. Right. So I'm like, I'm just stuck in out. And I got out. That was my first experience. So a lot of my charges just coming from me being scared and accepting pleas. So I tell y'all now today, listen, just don't accept everything, because that shit carry you in a long, long run. Because I wasn't even stealing. I was with her. I was guilty by associate. But it led me to turn my thug on. They had already accused me. I ain't even took nothing. Right. So she took it, and I was there, and they were like, oh, you going to jail too? Because I guess I was the lookout person. Right. So I went to jail. So shit, what the fuck me looking out for? I might as well steal too. Yeah, so that's what I went to start doing though. But yeah, as y'all can see, baby, that good girl then led you to a bad girl. Cause right now today, y'all, I had to turn my thug up. But I'm outgrowing this. This is an old charge that I'm doing my time on right now. So this like 2 years old, and it ain't even because of me getting in trouble. It's just when you dealing with the wrong person, people talk. You can't trust everybody. But I always told people that whoever got up under me, you can't switch your crowd up, because when you switch up, that's when shit happen. Right. And then I started getting messy. That's what I was doing, because I wanted it. I ain't care who go. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it, but I don't know this person like that. And guess what? And it got me here. I don't know him like that. I know him, but I don't really know him. And they brought my name up, and now I'm here doing time on some she say, he say.
Interesting. So this is a case that's ongoing right now?
Oh, it's done.
It's done?
Yeah, I'll be
So
finished.
you're able to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm able to talk about it.
I'm not to get too into your business, but what happened here? What was the charge?
Oh, actually my charge is grand theft. But when he got picked up, his charge was grand theft too, but I wasn't even there.
You wasn't there?
I wasn't even at the store. It was a payment done over the phone and a pickup. And you know, you send somebody to pick up. But they get in trouble, but they be knowing what they going to do before they do it. So, I guess.
They say you're the one.
Sunday. Yeah, I'm the mastermind. I the one set it up and not this and that. But that's all it took. He was a witness. So whatever he said, I'm picking up for so and so, and automatically they put a warrant for me. And that's why they put a warrant for me, because that same little charges, me not doing nothing, led to them to feel like I was a criminal anyways, because I got grand theft. I got theft. So, oh yeah, she did this. So it is automatic. They look you up and he said the name. Oh yeah, she did it.
Right.
So that's interesting. That's what it was.
That's interesting. So you said you got a charge for food stamp for how old were you then?
Oh, I think they started arresting everybody. I probably like say 25, 26.
So what age was your first charge?
Petty theft.
Petty theft?
Yeah.
What age?
Oh. About 15, 16.
16. So this is like juvenile at this point.
Oh no, matter of fact, this wasn't juvenile. I'm lying, because I went to Orange Road.
You went to Orange Road.
I had to be
at 18. Oh, you was 18.
No, I'm saying I got my age wrong, because I went to Orange Road and I was scared. Right. Yeah.
So this started out 18 years old. You went to jail, and you kept stealing after that. How long were you still in the game after that?
It's like, once you're in the game, I ain't even gonna lie, boy. It's hard to just come completely full out when you getting everything you want, and you saving money, and you see the process like, shit, why the fuck I'm gonna pay for this? I could just take this. Yeah, so it's kind of like hard getting out of the game. Actually, it took me up to only thing I did, I went from boosting, I ain't gonna lie, I went from boosters to credit card fraud. I got smart. I ain't want to go in the store, so I want to be behind the scene. Right. So I was like, hey, shit, this credit card fraud, it's picking up. So, you know, if I can call some shit and make me some money, and I make it thousands of dollars and shit, that's what I was doing.
So you just kept hustling.
Yeah, so I just kept like
elevating.
Yeah, that's what it was. But then I was like, hey, I'm getting too old at this point. You know, I got to be doing something. Do I want to do this all my life? Right. Hell no. Right. So I put my mind frame into I like fashion. Right. And I know a lot of girls can't afford go in the store, so I sell my stuff. I call my little boutique a little consignment store. I'm gonna order new stuff. I get y'all want new stuff, because some girls these days, I'm not gonna wear nothing behind her. I'm not. They still like that to mine so little, but at this point, at this time, I just be like, I sell my stuff online on Poshmark, eBay, and it's a lot of out-of-towners that support me. So the ones that don't support me from my city, I still make my sales. It's not from my city. I got people who buy stuff from me, Palm Beach, Jacksonville, and stuff like that. And coming in the game, that's just what it is. I thought it would be easy. Everybody who say they fuck with you really don't fuck with you like that. You know, and I'm trying to do right and trying to make a legitimate sell, because my boutique is Bike Off Styles, y'all, and it's a consignment. I don't have everything new. I have some stuff new, but I wear some one time. I have one time my stuff be in good condition, and I resell it for a lower price that I already got it for. So I thought it was doing something good.
That, though. That's interesting, because celebrities do that all the time. Like a couple of celebrities I know.
Yeah, that sell their stuff.
But I guess because they're popular like that, and you know. And
they'll sell. So it's just me trying to do it. I'm right here in Tampa, but I'm never gonna give up, because fashion is just what it is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they say you just don't take off the first couple of years. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna focus, and remember, y'all gonna remember Back Off Styles, and y'all gonna say, damn, she said.
What made you go with the name Back Off?
Oh, baby, let me even tell y'all how I got Back Off. That is another subject. So okay, I'm grown at this time, but I'm dating a married man. A married man that I had no knowledge he was married, y'all. So I didn't go in it knowing he was married. Okay. So, but it was too late. My nose was wide open, and I was fucked up by him. I ain't gonna lie. But then he used to tell me, you know, like when I had my Facebook name, I guess one day he called his wife plundering and typing my name. So I was just used to think of like, damn, she like really checking for me, looking for me. So I said, I'm gonna change my name. I had done changed it. I can't even say the name what I changed it to, because y'all gonna know, and I don't want to put that person out. But I one day was riding in a car right there in New York.
Wait, so was the name like their last name or something like that? It was similar to their name?
If I say this name, they gonna automatically know. It was similar. It wasn't their last name, but it had something to do with their theme. So if I say it, they gonna be like, oh, she talking about. So I ain't gonna leave that right there. So when I was driving behind this car, this van, it had no fear. This was actually where I got Bike Off from. It was the 2 stickers, and it said Bike Off. And do you know that name stuck with me for like all these many years? And so I changed my Facebook name to Bike Off. Like, Bike Off. Yeah. So I mean, it grew. So people had started knowing me as Bike Off, Bike Off, Bike Off. I'm like, damn, that name went, and it was so crazy. I was just riding in the car, and I think smoking. The car stopped right there in front of me, and it had the eyes and everything. That's where I get the eyes from. It's the No Fear sticker. And on the No Fear sticker, it had Back Off. And that name, it stuck like glue with me.
And you just took it and
ran with it. I took it and ran with it. So that's how I came with the brand of Back Off Styles.
Okay, so we didn't really get to touch, but I'm going back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So back to the abusive relationship. So you were in the abusive relationship 7 years.
I ain't gonna say the whole 7, like after a year. Yeah.
What made you continue on though? Because there's a lot of girls that go through that now.
What made me continue? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was looking for love. I was just like, I'm gonna make it work. This my family, and I loved this nigga. Like it was puppy love. You know what I'm saying? I was in love with him, and he was doing things to me that would touch my soul. So I wasn't letting it go. I think it was
what type of things?
Like
sexual thing.
Sexual thing. Like I ain't never touched on this subject, but a while back, and I never told my mom, my grandma, I was touched.
You were?
As a little girl, yes, I was. But
so you've never told anyone about this?
I told one person that I trust with it, but it was never my family member. I told one person because I felt like it was nothing. I don't know. I was scared. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie.
A lot of women are.
I was scared, and I hold it in. And this what made me want to tell it today, because Listen, and my mama and grandma didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be somebody touched right there with you, and they scared to speak on it, because I am a victim of that. And I know the lady. I want to confront her. And
So it was a woman. That's even more interesting.
It was a woman.
So
Actually, it was
not
my
to
mom.
bring it up, but are you comfortable saying how did the process was?
Yeah, okay.
Paint
My
the
mom
picture
and
for us.
her. It was my mom friend. They hung out. So I looked at her like, this my mom friend, like she auntie, like somebody. So I was comfortable. I went over there to her house, and we stayed diagonal from there on Chestnut Street. And I'll never forget this, like yesterday. And I went over there, and she told me to come upstairs to help her with something. I goes upstairs, and she shut the bedroom door. She shut the bedroom door, but now I'm nervous because I'm a little girl. I don't know what she said. Then she lay on the bed, and she opened her thing. She said, "Lick it right here." She told me to do that. And as I was finna do it, I had to be like 7 or 8. I was young.
Wow.
I remember it though, because I think I was about to do it, but God must, because somebody was banging on her door, and she jumped up. When she opened that door to go answer, I flew out that room. I never looked back. I ran home, and my grandma iced right there.
You left her house that day? Second?
I ran. As soon as she opened that door, I ran out the back door.
Oh my goodness.
My grandma didn't even know like why I was running. I never went back to her house, and it's too sad to say, I know her kids right now. Right now today,
really,
they call me. They're like, "Hey, hey girl, how you doing?"
Is that triggering for you though? Like,
it is, because actually I seen her. I don't know if she's still alive, but I have seen the person did that to me. And I wanted to confront her, but I didn't know how. I ain't even gonna lie, 'cause they say confront your victim. 'Cause I wanted to ask her why she even did that to me.
Yeah.
Like, why?
What made
so
you?
I don't even know why. If that made me like head, 'cause now I'm addicted to it. To be honest, I'm addicted to it. It's like I can't lay up with sex. I've been getting head since I was about 14. Since sex was sex, and I was a child, so I should have no better to even be telling the boy to go down on me. But that's what was told to me.
Right.
So I thought it was part of.
Okay.
That would take me into the gay.
That's what.
Bisexual.
Okay, so now we go. But hold on. So you said when you were younger, you were positioning boys to go down on you, and you feel like it was because of her.
I believe that.
So that you think that played a role in you being
I think that played a role in that, and I hold it in so long. And I just was wondering, like,
right. Do you regret not saying anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I wish I would have told my grandma when she was alive or somebody. I don't know if my mama would have did anything, but some people be scared because you don't know if your parents really going to believe you.
Right.
So you just hold it inside. So
that's interesting. So now you say you're bisexual.
Yes.
Okay, so
that's when the gayness came in. So
at a younger age?
No.
How old were you?
I didn't know. Oh, when I first had when I first had this done to me, I didn't know if I liked the girls or not. But somebody approached me, and money is the root of all evil. I wasn't boosting like that, and this time, I guess this when the getting money, the first stuff came out where everybody was getting money. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't getting it yet. So I'm like, she would have put that getting money. But she was like, oh, let me. And I did. I did. I
positioned it in a way like, let me.
Yeah, she gave me money. Like, it was just like she gave me what I wanted. She knew what I liked. I like money. So it was, what could it do? Like, I was like, shit, let me get this money. It was simple, and I let them do it. I liked it, but did I like her? I didn't like who was doing it. I liked it, what she was doing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I hold that in because I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe.
What kind of girl was it?
A film.
A film? Okay.
Yeah, she was a regular female. And then.
Let me ask you, because since you started late, a lot of people ask me what's the difference between a film, a stud, a dyke and all this stuff. Do you know the terms? Because I tell them I'm not familiar with the terms, even though I'm in like.
Well, I don't know, because I done dated a film, a stud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's all the same. Well, I guess the stud. Well, when they say a dyke, I thought it could just be two. Like, what is a dyke? If that's the older version,
I thought it was like studs and dykes and bull. I thought they were all the same.
They are all the same to me.
Okay.
I mean, to me, I would feel like they are the same. They're all women's, but they just
so it's literally
have
like
a different
stud
way.
or a femme. People tell me I'm more of a STEM. They say.
Yeah,
they say I'm a mixture of both.
like a dominant film. I mean, because that's the only thing I don't know.
I've never really like been in the gay community to know the actual terms, like the terminology and how it go. This that. I've always been a straight girl. So.
To be honest, I ain't been in it, but my girls, it was so crazy. Like, they been doing it for a little minute. Like, one of my child was gay before I knew she was gay.
One of your daughters?
One of my daughters, was gay before I even knew she was gay. And, I'm going to accept my kids. So, all my kids, however they are, that's what they is. Only one it was kind of hard for me to accept at first was my son, because that was my only son.
That was the only
and boy. You want a boy. So, I'm happy to have a boy, but I ain't know it's going to be like this. But, hey, everybody know I love my motherfucking son to death.
Do you feel like maybe you being bisexual played a role in them?
I think, because guess what? My mom was. My mom had a girlfriend and boyfriend. People say it ain't that, but I believe, like,
it's an influence.
It have something to do with that. My mom always had a boyfriend and girlfriend. Always. Even when the death of her, she had a boyfriend and she had a girlfriend. No, she did. So I was just like, damn. It just like that. But one of my daughters, she just only date girls.
She only date girls?
That's all she date. And then I got one of my daughters. She date a girl, but she have messed with a man also before. So I don't know if you call that bisexual, because she with a girl, but I know she have dated a man before. But me, I am bisexual. Do I tried the relationship with female. I don't see myself in a relationship with a female.
So you just dibble with a female?
Yeah. Okay. I like gay sex. And that's just what it is.
But a relationship, you need that.
Yeah, I want a relationship. I need that man. I need that hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I just like gay sex. That's all I like. But I got like this one particular person that I always go back and forth with. I ain't got to say their name, but it's just like we got a bond. We grew a bond. So, and we don't look at each other like how everybody else look at us. We're not like that. Once you got this bond that she know a lot and I know a lot about her, it's just a bond. So
it's like a friendship. Like,
yeah, it's like it's just like almost she like family, but I don't want to say family because they come like yeah, y'all touch. So it's just like we got a bond. I don't know what you call it, like Moneybag say. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's just a bond. You know what I'm saying? And then people try to come in between it, but me and her know what we stand at and what we are. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you two get started?
Oh, true. Ooh, that would be me. That would be me.
You started it?
It would be me. Yes, I did. I ain't even gonna lie. One night, I'm going through it. I think I had just went through a breakup. Me, I'm always, when I like somebody and I call ourselves homies or friends or whatever, I always want you there. So it's like, my cause is your cause. You can come there, we can spend a night. And me growing up, I always let people stay with me. Remember, y'all, I was the godmother who let a lot of people.
So
not just one. I took in a lot of people. You hear me? So
females or males or
females?
Both? Okay, females.
Females and Sues. I call Sues gay males.
Gay males.
Because I understood them certain stuff they mama wouldn't listen to. So they are clean to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some probably like my style, my fashion.
At what age were you taking in the Sues?
Ooh.
Was it before you had your son?
Before? No.
No. It was after you had him?
Yeah.
You feel like that might have played an influence on you?
Yeah. No, because at this time, do I regret? No, because I ain't have Suze around him.
You didn't have
He was just, he had sisters. So he'll see them and he just dance and stuff. It wasn't the Suze. The Suze became when I got older and I started doing I turned my thug up. Because, you know, they be knowing the way. So, you know, I'm going to keep me one right here. Hey, I like money, so you stay next to me. You know, I had potential, and then shit, the girl was hard. Yeah, I always kept somebody who knew something or knew what to do or how to do it. That's all I'm going to have right here.
So the people that you were taking in, were you teaching them what you knew?
Somewhat, yeah, because I'd be like, hey, I don't care if you gonna stay with me, but you gotta do something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. I ain't care who come live with me, but we gotta, I'm gonna tell you what I do. I know it probably was wrong, but that's all I knew. I knew how to survive. I was getting money, but you can't be laying around him and I'm going here and I'm taking you in. No, we're gonna work together. Let me show you how to do this. And then there's again, they learn, and all of a sudden they want to go because they see it just you getting money. Why stay up under her wing? She told me what to do, and that's just how it went. It kept going like this and going like that. Yeah, that it just elevate to the thing. But back to how me and the person
met.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we met. Oh, I met this person. Me boosting. And one day I just seen her outside. At this time, I didn't give a damn if I knew you or not. I was like, hey, you got ID? You got an ID? You could be standing outside my house. You want to make some money? I be like, oh, you'll take this back for me? And that's exactly how it went. I rolled. She stayed around the corner. I was riding past. But I seen her one time with somebody that I went to the store boosting with. So I was like, you got an ID? She was like, yeah, I got an ID. I said, you'll come do this return. Because at this time, gift cards booming. So I'm trying to flip the shit. And she had an ID, and then we grew. And guess what? The first day this girl even was being with me, hanging with me, I went to jail. She had to drive my car, go get my church. She didn't even know me like that.
Interesting.
Yes, I went straight to jail.
What did you go to jail for? Theft?
Theft. Girl, I think I went back to try to get her to return some, but me being greedy, still want some more shit. Well, let me run ahead and get this.
Oh, God.
And my ass went to jail. Flow walker. I ain't even have no camera. Flow walker followed me all the way out. And this girl didn't even know how to drive like that. She said, girl, when you gave me a car, I didn't even know how to drive. So it just like, we clicked from there. Like she stood up. She had to do what she had to do. She didn't know my kid, and she was making sure I was straight. So I appreciate that. And then we got close. To be honest, I didn't even look at her like that. I just looked at her like, okay, she got the brain and potential. She was going to school. I never messed with her while she was in school. I made
sure, high school?
Yeah. She was in high school. I made sure she go to school. She was doing that anyways. And then I let her use one of my cars. But then she started spending the night at my house. Her mom started letting her. Well, I don't know if her mom started letting her. I just know every day she was able to come to my house. Yeah, and I ain't care because I liked that bitch. I was in the street. So if I needed a babysitter, I used to be like, oh, no, she there, so I could get up and go.
Right.
So it was to my convenience, but then one day she had done been with me. She had done grew up now. I think she was like 21. I don't even know what brought this in my head, like the demon of my. I was going through a breakup, laying down. I think my hormones had done went up. My cycle just went off. I go get in the bed. I go get in my bed. She laying in my bed. I used to make a little pallet on the floor because I ain't care about laying in the bed at the time. Child had so much shit going on. So she was laying in my bed. I went in, walked in my room, got in the bed, and I think I kind of touched her.
You touched her?
Yeah. That's what got the move. But I was just trying to see what it was and what it was going to go at. And I didn't expect it to even happen like that. She went and like, you know how you touch somebody, a person, but girl. Well, that didn't happen.
So she.
And it was just like, okay. So I just feel like she wanted it more than I wanted, but I knew I was kind of old and she didn't know how to approach me.
What do you think gave you that vibe though? Like, did you feel something was there before?
No, I ain't gonna lie, I did not feel anything. I was just horny. I wanted head. I was just horny. And I wanted some head. I I don't even know why I even approached this girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. I can't tell y'all, but I know she was legal. She was 21.
She wasn't right.
Yeah,
right.
she was very much legal.
Right.
And I said, I said to her, girl, you want to be grown? I'm gonna show you what grown people do. I don't remember saying it, but she always say this little quote. Her. Yeah. So I was like, girl,
so
I don't
when
know.
you did that, did things continue on? Or
yeah, once she did it, it had like got fun because it was just like she was there. Like I can have a boyfriend. Like it was the point. Like I let her spend the night and shit, and then I get a boyfriend or something. As soon as he go out to go, I'm texting her. She in the other room now, but you know he's saying that's my homegirl. Right. I was texting her, baby. It is like when they leave, it was just like like we lock up like crowds. Baby. We was ready. But no, I was. It had like became a game. So it was just like I don't know. I felt like I always had like my weight. I had my weight in life. I ain't even gonna lie. From
everything you wanted.
Yeah. Like I'm talking about from growing up to like right now to today. Like I am blessed. I don't think I can say I am blessed because I done had a girlfriend, boyfriend. I done did some dangerous shit. I done been in a house. But the boy, I always had her come like she was always a tag along though. Like that, everybody didn't know. Like she was like my. At this point, she was my child. I didn't know, but then I knew she kind of like was fucked up about me. She started like. She was like my security. Like I ain't have to worry about hoes. But with me, she was like, oh what? And I didn't know she like was down for me like that. Cause I don't get in trouble. But one time somebody wanted to fight me. This motherfucker took the fuck off. I was just like. I was blown. Like it was just the love she had for me. Like so, she wasn't gonna let nobody harm me.
How big is the age gap there?
I think that I'm 41. I think she like 29.
29.
Right now. Yeah, I think
about 12 years.
Huh?
About 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So when starting out, had she ever say like she was into girls or?
No, but her mom was always. That's the thing. I hooked her up with everything she had. Girl, I'm so. And I think that was just me hiding my feelings.
Her right now.
I was just listen. She was all over the thing. I'm telling you, like I must was high in my feelings. You know how you just be doing shit. I was hooking her up with people because I done did this, but I'm like, nah, I ain't like that. But I was like. Oh, talk to him. But the whole while, I must have I had feelings for her, but I was really setting her up with other people. Like, go talk to her, do this. Even with her first girlfriend, I set that up.
You set that up?
I set it up.
That is interesting.
I did, but...
What made you set her up with someone though?
Because she always was around me. I knew I didn't want to be. Well, I thought I did. I didn't want to be in a girl or relationship. So I knew she was always gonna be there, and I just was like, you don't do nothing. Cause whatever she did it smooth. She was always sneaking. I never knew for her to do nothing. But so I was just like, oh, talk to him, talk to her. Like her first boyfriend was from me. And then I guess he grew to learn that time I was this motherfucker in love with you. I didn't see.
What?
Yeah, so listen.
Did you two ever date?
Yeah. We did try to date, and baby, that's how I know I'm not meant to be with one. We tried the dating.
How long did it last?
I'm going to say probably a couple months. I'm sorry, about 7-8 months.
That's it?
Yeah, but we already had the bond. Right. Like, we had already been around each other, but we started getting in a relationship because then other girls, what's so crazy, people didn't even know her then, but you got other females interested why I want her.
Right.
So it was turning her up. You know what I'm saying? It was turning her up. Because then she started. Not everybody want a piece of her pie. Like, oh, why she talk to her? She won't leave her alone. This and that and that and that. So you know how that go. I had to start back. She had to start feeling herself and start dating other girls and start dating so-called girls who had competition with me, who didn't like me. I don't know, but it had just started getting messy around the boy. But I know at the end of the day, we always find our way. But I don't care what go on. I don't have to talk to this girl over 6-7 months, we always like get back tight. We get back connect. But one thing I can say is when I fall out with her and we don't talk, my kids always like they fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's deeper than rap. A person wouldn't understand because they still be fucking with her. It don't matter what. And then that's what I be have to tell my niggas. Because I have problems with my niggas, you know. They be like, yeah. They be like, some. But you got some be like in they damn feelings. Oh, y'all still such. I'm like, girl. You feel like that? Girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's crazy, but really, man, shit. One was like, bitch, you ain't keeping this from me, bitch. Why you ain't giving it to me? We could have been, you know, about me being selfish, child. Cause it's like this. When I'm doing the gay thing, I want what I want. I don't want to share it. I don't want you, nigga.
So you're not into that?
No, I want out this. If I want to do this, this is what I want right here, right then. If I want to do that, this is what we're gonna do right here. No, we're not gonna put that all together.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Cause I can't get what I want. I need you here and I need you there. Right. Yeah. So.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is it a reason why you don't want to mesh the two together?
Listen, threesomes ain't. If I care for you and love you. Like I'm not doing that.
You're not doing.
No, I'm not doing that. Have I ever thought about what?
Doing a threesome, like male and female.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you ever call this a threesome. That person done ate me in front of a guy, but the guy didn't touch her. It's like she kind of warmed me up. You know what I'm saying? Because guys don't know how to really. You know what it is, yeah. You know, they be saying they got bulldog hair, but they ain't got that, nah. And see, her, it's just like, she knows. Like, she been doing it for so long. It's just like, she do it every time. Like,
she
every time.
You there every time.
Every time. I already know what the outcome gonna be. So, I just let it go on, but... Yeah, that's about it. You
got D.
Yeah, I was just saying that's just about it right there. But that's always gonna be my homie. Like I don't know, like that's something she gonna have to deal with her females, and I have to deal with on my end. We go our separate ways, but we always got a bond that's just irreplaceable.
So do you feel like you the one turned her out? You feel like
yeah.
Do you feel like you never did that? Would she have followed up?
I sit back and ice that because
you don't know.
At the end of the day, I mean that's ain't nothing but going on in her side. You feel me? So I knew it was there. I think she probably would have been out, but it just I brought her out early. Like I brought her out, so it's just like a forever bond. That's one thing I can see. Like she always fuck with me, even when people tell her don't fuck with me. You know.
Why would they say don't fuck with you?
Because they know like nobody like it's there. you know when you know like bitch So sometimes I back away. You know, at least let them try to have whatever they gonna have. I move out the way. But when they know I'm in the picture, they just always feel like, bitch, we ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? Because we done been through hell and hot water, but that's my dog. Like, that's my dog. And when y'all see it together, we ain't doing that every time. It's just a bond. Like, the reason why I respect her so much, though, dog, because that girl been here through, like, thick and thin. When my grandma passed, when anything going on, like if I'm down, even if I don't know the way to getting money, guess who's gonna show me how to get some? She gonna show you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I respect about her. You know, she got some messy ways, but in some good, she got some good ass, attention. I'm trying to twist it right now. She mean good, you know what I'm saying? But you know, she probably got a little messy side, but she always. I ain't care what it is. She got a good heart at the end of the day. She gonna look out. She gonna make sure I'm straight. I ain't got to be talking to her, I swear to God. And on each occasion of me coming up, I can be low. Not at my lowest, but I can be low. Ain't no hoes. She know for a fact hoes don't like me. So ain't no hoes gonna give it to me, but guess she can bring it to me. She gonna, make sure. She gonna be like, baby mama, this one. I be like, alright. Yeah. So I mean, that's just something like I can't move that. Yeah. I can't move that from her because that's the only thing I respect about her. She always gonna keep that shit G on that end. She messy now, but she gonna keep that shit G.
So is there anything else you feel like we didn't get to touch bases on? I mean,
Well,
I want to know what advice would you give to some young women, not even young, some women now in abusive relationships. What advice would you give them?
Baby, if you're in a abusive relationship, just get out. I'm telling it's not gonna get right. Cause we be saying it's gonna get better. He gonna do better. It's not. It don't matter how much we want that shit to work. It's something that they be going through. It triggered them. I don't even know.
What was some of the reasons he would abuse you?
Jealousy. Like if I leave the house, like if I go in the hood, like he always wanted me in the house. I'm not an in the house girl. Like he didn't ever want me around. I guess he felt like intimidated by other guys. He knew I was a good girl. I really was. So he was just abuse me. He'll make us stuff. But I learned that he used to do drugs. See, that's something I never paid attention to. He was on drugs.
Okay.
So that.
What type of drugs?
Like then ecstasy, Molly,
chills and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? He was on drugs and he used to whoop my ass. I ain't gonna lie, all these scars and stuff. Y'all can't see it now because of the makeup, but and that's another thing. You know, y'all think my life is a fairy tale or whatever, but baby, it's not. I dress up to cover up these scars. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all some of the real me, because this is the real me. Like, this ain't no she say, he say, whatever I just gave to y'all. These are real facts coming from me. So I dress up. Dress up always gave me courage. Like I felt it always gave me confidence, so I like to style up. But behind this makeup and all these clothes and this jewelry and this materials thing, it's a lot of pain and hurt. Y'all don't know I'm a hurt girl, but I stay strong. I never fall. I will never, like, I just talk to God a lot, and I know y'all be saying, damn, how she still there. I'm still a very spiritual person, even though I got a name out there. Y'all may think I'm this person who y'all think I am, but I'm not. So that's why it is to get to know somebody for yourself instead of judging them off of a friend may don't like her. Because I don't have enemies. All my beef come from fucking with somebody. You gotta be a nigga or a hoe. Like, I don't literally go around. I don't like bullies. I don't go messing with nobody. I don't start trouble with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, to be honest, I'm glad my kids are how they is, because I don't have to worry about nobody bullying them. Because if you fuck with them, they gonna bite back. That's what I didn't have when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have nobody like, oh, if I fight, they gonna fight with me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have that.
So your kids, they stick together.
Oh, yo, I taught them that. That one fight, all fight, stick together. And that's what I meant, and that's why I love my kids how I love my kids, because at the end of the day, that's all I wanted from my mama, but she didn't know how to love. So I forgave her. By
not receiving that love from your mom, did that teach you to give your kids?
Oh yeah, much love. Everybody know I love my kids.
Did you spoil your kids too?
That's the wrong thing to do. Yes. Yes, I spoiled their ass the motherfucking down.
But you also gave them that love though.
Yeah, I gave them a love. I even tell them I love them. I gave them material things, but I think it's more I could have done with them, but they get the picture. I love them. Long as they can know.
What do you feel like some mistakes you
made? Like, take them more places. Like, I always a mom who put them on some clothes, or get them some money to do this and like family stuff. Like, we starting to do, but didn't do back then. I should have been able to, like, go here and go there. I see a lot of girls doing it now, and I salute the girls. You know, y'all spend time, y'all take y'all children on trips. Like me and my kids never been on trips together. Now, family pictures, I'm for that. Because guess what? When my mom died, I ain't have one picture with her. And that's something braided in my head when I said, when my children, I'm always going to make memories. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to make memories, so you always see family picture with me and my kids.
Yeah, I see that one right. Let me get the camera right there. I see you got a family portrait right there. So. Yeah.
So, it's forever my kids. So, they be saying, girl, you gonna lose a man. But always your kids. Well, y'all don't understand what I've been through, so I'ma always love my kids. Like, always. I ain't gonna uphold them when they they wrong or whatever, but I'm gonna let them know, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my kids get mad sometimes. That's how spoiled they is. They know I love them to death. They'll start using that shit. Or you let them in. If I let one hold my car and he drive my car today, or you put him in, don't play with me. Don't, listen, y'all not gonna use that on me. That's when I say your kids spoiled. Them motherfuckers are spoiled. You hear me? I spoil all mine. Not just one. I'm talking about every last one of them. And
so, is there anything that you can tell, like, young girls now that are, like, out here hustling and doing things? They're, you know, is there any advice that you would give them? Would you tell them to take a different route?
Listen, you get in and you get out. The game ain't mean to stay in. So if you're doing it, let me tell you something, baby. But the way the route going this time, try to get you something legitimate right now, because it's getting hard out here. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had somebody to guide and tell me. I was just out here. You know what I'm saying? I was just in the streets, and I'm a survivor. The streets is what I know. That's why I be so happy when one of my kids graduate. And that's why I got one more who almost finna graduate. I be so happy. But if you doing it and did it, you get in it to get out. Like, you just don't stay. You see how I elevate? I went from stealing to car. Like, you can't stay stuck in the same spot. And I'm out the door, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm out the door. I'm trying to do this boutique. Bike Off Styles.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Back Off Styles. So that's your boutique. You got that as a consignment shop.
Yes, I do. And
where can people find you? Like, how can they shop?
They can go on my IG. You can find me on Bike Off the HBIC. Well, it's Bike Off _ Bike Off the HBIC _ Reloaded. Okay. And then y'all will have a link. I'm getting my payment together, but I have a link. It say a million ways to style you. I also have a internet. Y'all can find me on IG, DM me. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Timeka Beard, my government name. Each one. You can message me, you can use the website. It's down right now.
Too?
Huh?
Do you style people too?
Yeah. I give styling advice. You let me know how you want to do it, how you rock. I'm up for advice and to style you. That's what I do. I love fashion. I told you that's what it got me. Gave me the courage, gave me to do what I do. It's crazy.
Okay, well, Timeka Beard, you guys, thank you for telling your story. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate being on here. For you letting me tell my truth. It was a relief to me.
Would you ever think about therapy?
This is my therapy.
This is your therapy.
Do I think right this is my therapy.
Yes, this is.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't think about going to someone to get them money
feel like once
for my
you get it
therapy.
out there, it's a relief.
And to be honest, I feel like I just took a toll off on me, because I just told y'all something that I ain't even tell my own parents.
Right.
So it's a relief off me. I feel good. I feel like no one can use what I tell them against me, you know, because it's just me.
Right. It's your life. You've accepted it. It's your truth that it is what it is.
Right. And I feel so good about it.
Any young girls that have been touched, or young boys that have been touched, is there anything that you would tell them?
I suggest you to speak now. And the parents, you know, talk to your kids. You let them know. Sometimes we got to make them feel confident, because they ain't always want to come tell mama or auntie. They'll run and tell somebody else, just like I did before I told my loved one. So sometimes we just got to pay attention to our kids or whatever, and make them feel secure. You know, make them feel like we listening and we gonna believe them, because some kids don't tell, because they don't even think we gonna believe them anyways. So they just hold it in. So my suggestion is just pay more attention, or just talk to them more often. Let them know, or sometimes may ask that question. You'll know if your child, because I know if my child, I ask my child a question and she ain't giving me the answer she want, I'm gonna be questioning, like, you straight? Or what happened? Or, you know, that's what they be wanting.
All right, it's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much.
You're very much welcome.